do a little video on this iPad install for the GE Scorpion. So I was looking, I removed the actual original plate to begin with, which is right here, and I don't want to sit there modifying that and cutting that open, although it has been scraped down. I want to salvage that as best I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another type of unit. So I was looking at putting either a single DIN, just playing around with stuff that I had laying around, a double DIN, and removing the backing from the back. I end up coming up with a little mod to do a custom iPad install. So this video will be about how I approach it. So what I'm doing now is I'm making some templates in here so that I can fill in this space in here. The iPad fits just right, and it's the iPad mini. So I think I've got a charge yet. I'll look away. Who cares? But yeah, there will be the iPad that will fill that space now. So I'll come up with something nice in here and finish the install nicely. It'll be I won't modify anything on the original, so that way if I want to put it back together as original I can. So I'm using the existing, I'm going to work around the existing positions where the screws are and come up with something from there, fiberglass around it and so forth. So at the moment I'm just using a white iPad. That's all I had laying around, and once I get the template made up nicely, then I'll look at buying the latest iPad mini for that space anyway. But yeah, iPad mini for a Scorpion GE. So I'll do a little update video now. I've sanded all this back down now. So what I've done is I've got two dashes. One's the original, and the other one's been slightly modified. So this one here has been painted, but it doesn't have the cut on the side. And this one here I have is original as well, but hasn't been painted, but has been cut here from the original side here. and therefore you get this gap now. So since this piece has been already cut and modified with an aftermarket stereo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this piece now. I'm thinking of making this piece one solid piece now, and using this to modify it and not messing around with the original dash, and keep that aside. So that's the idea here. Now is to integrate this as one piece. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Little update. Just gotta move that a little bit. Just slowly. The button has a little, maybe a millimeter there. Little update. Do a little few touch-ups. Just give it now an undercoat. Rubbed it down well. Give it a wet sand. And do some more body filler just in that section there. I'm only getting sound at the moment from the iPad. I haven't yet obviously connected any of the speakers, so I'm setting everything up at this stage. A beautiful picture quality coming out of this screen. You won't buy a head unit that even has half of the quality of this Retina display from an iPad. You can see even from the phone recording I'm recording, you can see crystal clear. And the beautiful thing is you can have it playing in the background while you have the other apps open. So if I run the head unit on, I've got that playing in the background. I think you can grow it. Yeah, you can grow it. So, and these are potentially your volume controls, so you can just switch that off as well. Yeah, and I love this feature. This is why I went for this brand in DSP, because of the UI that they use for Rockford. It's just really designed very, very, very clean interface. So this is the EQ. I haven't played much with it, but basically there's your setup for your car. So I'll be having obviously the front stage high and front stage mid. I'll be doing a three-way actually at the front. So I've got to change all this. And then I'll have some subs at the back. You can see you can adjust everything per speaker, so you can actually go to that speaker. There's a lot of videos online. Can you see that speaker on the left, just in the pocket? So I still got to repeat the other side, but that's going to be the idea. The waveguides are sitting underneath there, if you can see. I still have to customize a sort of a panel around it to make it look more integrated. But yeah, fit perfectly. And that's with the iPad now in the middle. So now the next plan would be is I'll pull this down. Is what I plan to do is put a little 6-inch subwoofer in here, either in like a 4/4, and then what I might do is port it out through the top of the original center channel there, the center speaker. So I've got a lot of room here, so I can fit it, because of the iPad now that it's quite flat and there's nothing really behind it. I can pull this off and actually slide a nice enclosure in there, and then sort of tuck a port up the top. That's what I'm planning anyway. The waveguides will be for the left and right, so they're going to fit quite nicely. And I will be doing a set of, because I have a spare set of kick panels, I will be doing a set of side kick panels, mid-range kick panels. And at some point, if it does sound right with the center subwoofer, I won't need to do the door trims that way and touch them. So that will be then my front end. And then of course for the rear, what I'll do is some maybe components in the rear with a couple of ports coming through a band pass through the boot in through this parcel shelf. The seat doesn't fold down, so I have to use that method. So that's the setup for this. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do in the boot yet, but I want to sort of get this part here done now.